Hey, all right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Death to the hopefully elected Israel. First off, I'll start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations that they're to you sincere. And you hopeful elect that scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. All right, coming in, okay, with another lesson today. All right, and this lesson is going to be going, okay, into, all right, be prepared, okay, for the coming disruptions, okay, in the supply chain, okay, because, hey, it's coming. The things what we're seeing, with the tensions rising over there in the Middle East, it's going to cause a lot of inflation here in the States. I've been speaking on it. Brothers have been speaking on it. All the way up until the apostles, man, they've been speaking on it for years. And now we're at the crest of everything that is happening, man, because it's there, man. It's here. We are almost at the doors of this, man. Okay, of this hyperinflation, man, because it's coming. All right, it's coming, and a lot of you people don't understand what's about to come. But let me go ahead and just read this. It says, "Prepare for major disruption. Iran to allow tankers through Hormuz only if trade conducted in yuan." And this is their way of trying to push the dollar out. Okay, so it says Iran is considering allowing a limited number of oil tankers to pass through the Strait of Hormuz on the condition that the oil cargo is traded in Chinese yuan, CNN has reported. It says, oh, damn. So it says a senior Iranian official told the U.S. news outlet that Tehran is working on a new plan to manage tanker traffic through strategic waterway on Iran's southern coast. Iran has effectively sealed off the strait, allowing only its own and Chinese ships to pass. Yeah, because there's been talks that they had yeah, man, what was it? That they had a contract with Iran. Okay, this is why you see, you don't see China, you know, all in the forefront of this of the news. Okay, dealing with this whole war. Come on, man. We already see what's getting ready to go down, man. All right, we're seeing, all right, the nations aligning themselves up together. Okay, but it says before the start of the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran, February 28, at least 20% of the world's oil flowed through it. And so the IRGC says it will attack vessels linked to aggressor nations, such as the Gulf states that allow U.S. and Israel to use their territory for attacks on Islamic Republic. The IRGC announced that the world should prepare for oil prices reaching $200. Okay, and that's $200 a barrel. And what that's going to cause is hyperinflation. The prices what you see today, the prices what you seen yesterday, it's not going to be compared to what's about to come. It says for decades, most international oil has been traded in US dollars. The earnings from oil sales by Gulf countries, known as petrodollars, were mostly reinvested into the U.S. economy through purchase of sovereign bonds instead by the U.S. Treasury. Since Washington imposed economic sanction in Moscow in 2022, following the start of the war in Ukraine, sanctioned Russia oil has increasingly been sold in rubles. For years, China has used a covert barter-style financial system to help pay Iran for oil. More than likely, they've been using other different ways, okay, to exchange currencies, okay, for the product. It says China has used a covert barter-style financial system to help pay Iran for oil, circumventing U.S. sanctions. Right, and I did a video this months ago, and how they was trying to have everything traded in the digital yuan. Okay, so hey man, things is changing quick. Two tankers carrying liquefied petroleum gas passed through the Strait of Hormuz early Saturday morning and are headed towards India, according to an Indian Foreign Ministry official. Iran's ambassador to India, Mohammed Fatali, told India today that Iran allowing Indian vessels to travel through the strait without providing details of how they obtained permission. India heavily depends on imported LPG and liquefied natural gas from West Asia. The South Asian nation experienced shortages of both fuel since the U.S.-Israeli conflict with Iran started 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man. So these other different nations that's over there, man, they're gonna be hurting. Okay, they're already hurting. Okay, but guess what? What's getting ready to come over here to the U.S.? Prices that you people have never seen. Oil, natural gas, etc. Okay, has been used all throughout the US. It's all throughout the whole system. Everybody needs it because that's what the system is dependent on. Okay, this is why for so long. Okay, the US has been on top. Okay, but now we can start to see that Babylon is falling. So as well with the dollar. Okay, because they're getting ready to crash this whole system, the old system, and to put in a new system. This is what we've been talking about for years, man. This old system has to fall in order for this new one to come up, and they're going to collapse it, man. Do I need to read any more? I ain't even gonna read no more shit. Fuck all that. It's too much. Let's just get straight to the point because I can just drag the lesson out. But just showing you that, hey man, prepare for major disruption. Okay, it says Iran. Let me go back to the top of the title. Iran to allow tankers through Hormuz only if the trade conducted in yuan. So showing that they're phasing out the U.S. dollar, which is gonna cause a plethora of things. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into it.
What's up, guys? D7 back at you. We got a lot of things going down here, and it's big time. And a lot of the regular people out there, they're not going to realize how bad this is until it's too late, in my opinion. I would go ahead and have a plan to stock up on gas and things like that, buy things while they're cheap, because they're going to continue to rise at this rate. And what we have is the war escalating here to where the Straits of Hormuz is blocked, and Iran and China are kind of yelling checkmate. They're saying no one can pass through the Straits of Hormuz unless they trade in the Chinese currency. That is huge. That bypasses the dollar, and for a long time, China's been getting away with this through a barter-like system with Iran,
Hmm.
where they would get their oil, but then the Chinese would go into Iran and they would do infrastructure projects, and they would kind of pay it off that way, kind of a barter situation. Well, now they're just flat out telling everyone, you can't make any moves through the strait unless it's in the Chinese currency. This is a game changer. It's huge. This is really already sending oil sky high. Some people are predicting this is going to go up to like $200 a barrel. Again,
And right now, while I'm doing this lesson, the market's just open. Hey, it's already at 100 right now. Okay, because it took a take. What the other was it Friday? I believe it was Friday. I believe it was Friday. Salaki, I believe it was Friday. Um, it ended up taking down for a little bit because it was at 97. Let me see. Let me look at it right now while I'm talking to you. So it was around in the 90s last week. And now as we're seeing the markets open, there has been a big ass gap to where it's jumped price to be above 100. Now it's at 101. When this news opens tomorrow, okay, shit is gonna get real.
I would make a move before it gets there. I mean, you could see this coming. Of course, peace can happen, all these things could pull back, but it's better to be ready than not. And to be
See, these people think they can prepare for what's coming. But ultimately, this is all the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
blindsided. We've got Armstrong and others out there seeing gold in the mix of this whole thing, running up through $7,000 to $8,000, which is a big run. from where it sits right now.
You see, that time is coming to where we're getting ready to start to see these numbers surge. Silver, gold, oil. These are commodities, especially in a time of war. These are instruments that are going to explode to higher numbers than what you've already seen. This is just the beginning.
This is far from over. And this whole Straits of Hormuz thing is big time. There's stuff going on surrounding Taiwan now that they're talking about. I wouldn't doubt it if the U.S. tries to spark up some kind of issue with Taiwan and China on that front, because it will serve as a distraction and leverage for the U.S. against China in this position, especially. So, this whole tariff war that Trump had trying to wage on China and everyone else, now, how do you think they're going to do this? They're not going to be too friendly with it. And here's another thing, we've got folks out there saying that they're getting desperate big time in Iran because there was already a water shortage big time, and they were on the cusp of super rationing water for all the people. And the regime there has used water as a tool of power. And if you don't know, like North Korea, all the food goes to the army first. So if you're a family that wants fed, you join the military. You see how that works? Same thing with water. Goes to the military first.
Hey, that same thing is going to happen over here in the States. That same thing is getting ready to happen over here. And you people don't even see what's going on. They're rationing. They're getting ready to start rationing. Well, I think they've just made this rapid force team, okay, dealing with the National Guard. Here it is. Trump got his own army basically, and it said that what they can be deployed out into all the different cities in less than 30 minutes. So they've been building while all this been going on because they know that the people are about to riot. They know that the seditions are about to come. Let's get that. Um, let's get that. This is the book of Sirach. Chill out. Second Ezra chapter 15. Not Sirach. This is the book of Second Ezra 15. Straight to the point. Verse 16. Oh shit. Let's just start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right. Woe unto you people, man, that are here, that think that y'all can be able to buy your way out of it, out of the situation. Think that you can try to circumnavigate another way so that this system can still keep going. No, man, what you're seeing right now is the buildup, okay, for the destruction that is at hand. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Hey, you people, especially our people, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians, hey man, the heathens, all y'all, woe unto you, because you Israelites, y'all didn't want to repent. So the Heavenly Father got something for y'all, man. You're gonna have to suffer the same fate as the heathen. Verse 15, for the sword and their Salakia. It says, for the for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's how bad it's about to get. People about to start taking it to the streets. When they start rationing, when they have the National Guard troops, they're gonna have chaos in the cities. People are gonna be looting. People are gonna be taking from other people's houses, taking their goods. It's gonna get real bad out here, man. Until all anarchy is gonna come out here, man. It's coming. The neighbors are gonna be fighting against each other. You know, the people. It's just gonna be all chaos here in America, Babylon the Great. For there shall be, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. See, there's gonna be a lot of invasions happening against the people in their homes, man. They should not regard their kings nor princes, their government, the people that's in power. They ain't gonna be giving a damn about that shit. and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So these people gonna take it to the streets, go against the government, go against other people, because they're gonna be trying to feed their families. They're gonna be trying to feed their families. Let me see if I can find that one clip real quick. Not to throw this video off. Let me write this down. 3 minutes and 11. Let me see. 3 minutes, 11. I'm gonna come back to this video real quick. I should have saved it too, man. I think it was is it arrows? Oh, it's not. That's the way it was. I think it was this brother I seen this video earlier. Damn, was it arrows of indignation? Hmm. Let me see if it's this one.
Those are the people who deserve it. When the gas spike, we're
Okay,
going to get it.
there it is.
Make no mistake, we're going to get it. What this country is getting, those are the people who deserve it. Those are the people who deserve it. When the gas spikes and we're no longer in the Middle East because we were thrown out of the Middle East because Iran attacked all of our bases, we didn't defend them, and a lot of these Gulf states don't want much to do with us. When all of that happens, and when Israel's the regional power there and becoming a global power, again, this is out of Netanyahu's mouth, when all of that happens, the people that cheered this on from their backyard in Long Island without a goddamn thought as to why we were doing it, it just felt good to them. It was a way to own the libs by sending troops into a Middle Eastern country. These people are all hopped up on pharmaceuticals and French vanilla coffee creamer, and they have a bloodlust that is insatiable. The suburban American has a bloodlust that is absolutely insatiable. Nothing is enough for these people. Nothing is enough. We're becoming a sexless country. We're a joyless country. Our only joy is in exporting violence and sitting back and watching it. It is the only thing that unites people and gets them excited. They all have a bloodlust and they want things to blow up and they want people to get hurt, and they don't care that we bombed a school of Iranian children. They don't care that a Tomahawk missile ripped through a school and killed 165 people, many of them between the ages of 8 and 10 years old. They don't care because many parts of this country are a moral black hole. They are a moral black hole where there is no morality. They're amoral. You say, well, maybe they have bad morals. No, no, no. They have no morals. They're a black hole. Those are the people that are cheering on what's happening right now in Iran. They cheered on what happened in Iraq. Okay, 20 years after that, everyone in this country has less money on average. People do not own homes. People still don't have health care. People are in no better position financially than they were, except the top tier. And those are the same people that cheered that on. They're cheering this on.
I think that we're
Right, man. So those same people that's cheering it on, this wasn't the video. I ended up finding the video on the computer, but I can put it up here. But these are the people, okay, who gonna be really at odds against the system because they're cheering it on. And they're gonna see that the system was never there to help them. It was never for them. These people are gonna take it to the streets and they're gonna fucking lose it. And majority of it is these Edomites. They're gonna fucking lose it, man. Okay? There's gonna be a lot of infighting inside, okay, inside this house of what? Of America, Babylon the Great. So it wasn't the brother arrows of indignation. It was the Let me see. It was a brother from the Hopeful Elect 3. Salah. This one.
And there's no longer any. Let me tell you something probably most of you don't know. When the system goes down and the grid fails, and there's no longer any power, no grocery stores, no running water, it's not going to matter your social status, how much money you have, where you're from, what hood you come from, how many guns you got. None of that's going to matter. Everybody's going to be fighting for food and resources to keep their families alive. It doesn't matter what you have, how much you've prepped. Everybody's going to be coming for what you have. Yeah, you might be able to fight off a lot of people, but you can't fight everybody forever. This is going to be a nightmarish hell on earth. This is going to be a nightmarish hell on earth. This is going to be a nightmarish hell on earth.
You see? That's how much fucking infighting is gonna be here. People killing up each other. And it's gonna happen in stages. Mark my words, it's gonna happen in stages. Hyperinflation, shortage. No, let me say it again. Hyperinflation, yeah, shortages. And then you're gonna have the rationings. Then you're gonna have the riotings. Then you're gonna have the troops come in. Then there's gonna be a lot of killing. Then it's gonna get to the point to where we're gonna be in the actual transition into where they're gonna be bringing in, all right, the chip. They gotta identify people. They gotta bring people to let the people know that this is a place of safety. In order for you to come into this part of the city, you can come into here, but you gotta have the chip. There's gonna be a lot of people lining up because they're gonna be scared. When that hyperinflation come, be prepared to start seeing the spirit of this world or the spirit of this place here in America, Babylon the Great, change. And we already starting to see it right now. You got a lot of people already on edge, scared, not knowing what the hell is going on. And now we got on top of that a supply chain shortage, and we seen what that did in 2020. Now you're talking about the oil. Now you're talking about the oil, which that's used for almost everything. Everything is getting ready to go up. Plastics, energy costs, food prices, clothes, everything, gas. So the people don't understand what's about to come, but when it comes, people are going to be killing each other in the streets, man. This is the times that we're coming into, man. So let me close this part off. Let's go back to Dabu.
What's up, guys? D7 back.
We'll go back to that. I was around like 3
You see
around
how that
here.
works? Same thing with water. Goes to the military first. So if we bomb desalination plants in Bahrain and other places that affect the water supply, that's going to cripple Iran, and they know it. But it will cripple the people. And this is where people are saying, is this a humanitarian crisis? Is this are these war crimes at that point?
There's going to be a lot of refugees, people fleeing from one country to go to another country, one city to go to another city, over there in the Middle East. This is what's going to be going. People are going to really be hurting over there just to hurt the people over here. Yeah, a lot of shortages are coming, rationing over there, more riots. But what's going to happen over here?
When it's affecting the population through and through, well, this is where it sits. I want people to know it's not looking good at this point, because I think they're going to continue to apply pressure in this area. So join me for the live streams where I've got more time.
It's about to get real. It's about to get real. hyperinflation, shortages, rationing, riots, etc. And it's getting ready to come over here, man, because major disruptions within the supply chain are coming. It's coming. And it's coming in a big way. They already got the detention centers. They're already building that up. They already got the troops. They already got ICE. Come on, man. They already got the people, the sleeper cells that already crossed the border. What y'all think is getting ready to come? Let me finish up that second Edges 15 and then we can get on up out of here. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's gonna get that fucking bad out here. It's gonna be hard for you to go to one city. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Yeah, and also you're gonna have the military, troops, blue hats trying to bring in order here in the States. While you got Americans over there across seas fighting a war that's not their war. It's gonna be a war within inside the US with the people and the government and the military. People gonna be taking up arms against each other and against the government. It's gonna get real bloody out here. You seen the movie Civil War? You seen them? Hey, if you haven't seen the movie Civil War, watch it. If you haven't seen the movie, what's that? The Forever Purge shows you what it's gonna look like. Give you a depiction of how it's gonna look out here, man. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. The average day man is gonna fucking fold, man. They all online having talking points, talking about women, fucking hoes, 304s, the manosphere, just to focus on themselves and make money. They ain't worrying about nothing else but some fucking box, man. Showing that these niggas are weak. So when it come time for them to get shipped off, they're not gonna want to get shipped off. But hey, the Lord gonna put the spirit on them that they're gonna have to go. So something drastic is about to happen. And if you're not following what's going on, you're finna get caught up. A man, let's read this verse 18. No, it's a lot, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. It's getting ready to be a shortage, the lack of bread. A famine is coming. The lack of resources is coming for these people. You're not going to be able to stay inside your own house. It's going to get that bad. People are going to be running up into other people's houses. This is why we got to be on foot, always moving within the spirit. And it says for great tribulation. It's going to be a lot of tribulation out here, a lot of afflictions, a lot of trials, tribulations that these people are going to have to go through. But for us, the hopeful elect, all we got to do is call upon the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Because the times are coming to where shortages are coming, hyperinflation is coming, rationings is coming, riots are coming, people taking it to the streets is coming. And then here it is, we into the transition of the NWO. That MOTB is going to be presented. And the people are going to be so scared and fearful, they're going to willingly give it up, give up their hand. All right. So, hey, man, that's just a quick lesson I wanted to get into. Lord willing, he was edified. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and who ruled well. Peace and safety and salutations that they're to you sincere, and you hopeful elect that are scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. Shalom.